Australia they have great clouds. I never really noticed great clouds in England, but here, look at that, just beautiful. Well, look at this. That's like a dandelion on steroids. That would be bigger than my hand. That's huge. Amazing. Hello. Haha. I know. Hello. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Where's Bear gone, hey? As always, look at you. And good to see him. And look at you. Yes, hello, sweetheart. So, look at this. What's this? Ah, Bear loves getting a brush, don't you, darling? It's a fur, but I think they get into the river and that must wash a lot of it off. How's that, Bear? Hey? Yes, good boy. Just make you feel nice. Look at this. You just love that, don't you? Yes, you do. Beautiful. Hello, Foxy. Foxy can smell food in here. Oh, yes. Oh, you can smell it, can't you? So look what I have here. Oh, delicious. I have treats. I have treats. You hungry? Look at them. Oh, Foxy, I've never seen you get so close. You must be a bit hungry, hey? Good boy. Good boy. Come on, darling. Finally get close enough for a bit of a pat. Okay, so let's get this food happening. Well, Mum first. They'll grab the bag and run. That's a problem. Okay. Here you go, Bear. That's a juicy bit. Good boy. Hello, sweet. Oh, look, that's a nice bit. Look at that. Oh, the yummy. I'm really not good at this thing. But there you go. Just here with the dogs. Foxy's actually getting quite close, which is unusual. He's usually really scared. This week's bones weren't great. Not a lot of flesh on them, but they'll get to chew on the bones a bit, I guess. But now we come up with the biscuits. They love the biscuits. This dog would never normally come near me. And look now. You're gorgeous, aren't you? The prettiest little face. Really? You know you're going to have to let me give you a pat to have these biscuits, don't you? That's the trade-off. Hey? Yo. How about this? Try this. Oh, look. Isn't he wonderful? Lovely to see them. They're so cute. There you go, darling. I named Kaz, who I haven't seen for ages. She went off and had a little pup somewhere. Then Alpha, because she's the alpha mother. I think she's the mother to all of these. And then you got Bear and Foxy. Bear because he looks like a bear and Foxy looks like a fox. The others I haven't really named. Hey, you. Yeah, just, I don't know. I probably could have, but the whole idea was to avoid getting attached, which obviously didn't work out so well for me. Oops. So much. Good boy, Bear. Such a lovely tail. Hello, darling. This one's had pups, haven't you? You've had pups. Okay, you've had pups, darling. So I'm going to pack up now and leave these gorgeous animals until next week. There they are. This is Boob Lake, which is where I'm having lunch today. Bleak. which is a great little cafe, quite a restaurant really. They have great cakes. The coffee's crap because it's long life milk, so you'll never get a good coffee in this town. But everything else is pretty good here, and it's where I come to feel a bit human. So I'm here to have my panini and read a book and enjoy some Earl Grey tea. Bye-bye. So desperate for work, and it's great that they can get work here, but fancy this, pushing this along on a road to clean up the dust. Just about shocking. Book Incognito, fantastic book, intelligent book, and interesting what they say about attraction, and that attraction is not only visual, you've got to like the smell of the person, which I guess makes sense. So regarding online dating, and if you think you're attracted to somebody online, think twice, it might not go so well because you don't know what they smell like. Interesting. But that's how people are really poor, and I've got a real issue with attitudes, but I can't imagine they're out here because they're having a great time in life. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The beggars here, people begging for money, and I've been around others here who have said don't give them money because it encourages them. I just can't imagine that these people they basically look very poor, very dirty, not necessarily educated. I can't imagine that they are out on the streets begging because life is so great. And this attitude that don't give money to them because it encourages them sounds like it's not a cliche, but it sounds like the world's greatest excuse not to show charity to those less fortunate. In Atarao, I earn, I don't know, 100 times more than the average person. I don't know, a lot more. I don't know what the difference is, but I earn a lot more. And if I can't put my hand in my pocket to help somebody who's on the street begging, and at the end of the day they might be lucky to go home with 500 tingi, which imagine is converted to about $3 Australian. I think there's something terribly wrong. So I've actually quite often cleared out my purse of all its change, which is usually, a couple of hundred, to give it to people. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel that I'm not turning a blind eye to the fact that there's poverty. Would I do it in Australia? Probably not. In Australia they have a system that will look after you. There are pensions, there's unemployment, there's places where you can go for food, for temporary housing. There's so much in place in a country like Australia where they charge you, 35 cents in the dollar tax. But here it's 10% tax. And even though some of these people do get a pension, it's ridiculous. The housing they live in is awful. This is a developing country. Of course it's going to be like that. Of course that's the condition it's in. It's not going to change overnight. In 10 or 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, it'll be better. But in the meantime, there's people on the street starving or hungry, and I look at them and I just think, if that was my mother, that was my father. And then I think, those people begging, did their parents, when they were babies, these people, these beggars, did their parents ever think that the child that they brought into this world and probably loved very much was going to end up a beggar on the street? I don't think so. So it doesn't hurt to part with a couple of dollars at the chance that yes, it might be encouraging the bad behaviour. If they had somewhere else to go, fine, but they don't. Last week I was in Burger King. I I'd been out shopping with some colleagues, buying clothes. It was a treat. It was a sale on. We thought, oh, let's go and buy some clothes, and we did. And it was a lot of fun. And then afterwards, we decided to go to Burger King. It was actually my prompting, and I went and had ice cream, and it was lovely. And then a man came inside Burger King, and he was begging. He was very dirty, and he was begging, I don't know, for food or for money or whatever. And we ignored him, and it really went against my natural tendency to do something. I mean, every week I feed dogs, for heaven's sake. How can I feed dogs and not care about my fellow man? So we ignored him, and it was awful, really. It made me very uncomfortable. And then he walked away, and a few moments later we saw somebody in the line waiting at Burger King to buy some food, and they'd handed him a menu and said to him, you know, pick what you want. And they bought him food, and that's all he wanted. He's in Burger King's, that's where they sell food. And I felt really bad about it, and I was really ashamed of myself that wasn't me that had offered him the menu. So when did I become that person? So, you know, I have to return to the person who would give and help out.